All right, I'm on hole number 12 of the Paradise Islands tournament. I'm in the opening round of the rookie division. Hole number 12, the Oasis. Hole number 6. Let's see if I can get the drive right on this. I've blown the drive the last 2 times I've been here, where I've clipped the rough down there. I've still ended up in the fairway, but I've blown the drive. So it's almost like I need to be doing like I wrote down on my notes here a 20% wind adjustment on the drive. So we'll see if that works. I really want to take. I got to take that bag. I got to take a Kingmaker. Because a Kingmaker is definitely the club or the ball that we're using on a bunch of holes in this tournament. Got to open up a chest. Always want an empty slot. Somebody asked on Facebook here a week or so ago, like, what do you spend your gems on? And they were like, do people really spend their gems to speed up chests? Hello, McFly. Well, then you'll get you'll get people on that same side of that argument that'll go, well, yeah, you guys are just buying your clubs. No, I'm winning chests. And I'm always making sure there's a slot open for a chest that I won. Okay, I won that chest. The only way you're going to get those chests is if you have a slot that's open for them. So yes, I am speeding those up so that I have more slots available to me, but I actually had to go out there and win the chest. So I'm going to do a 20%. So that's going to be 4. That'll be 2.6. That's 3 something. Let's go 2.6. Let's see if we can move the wind in the right direction. That was a big pull. That was like a 30% pull. Isn't it perfect? Let's see if the bounces are right if I do a little bit of an adjustment like that. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. So I do need to do an adjustment there. So 20%, 20% in that neighborhood. That was like a 3-1 pull. That was a ring and a half. So that'd be 8, 9. So that was somewhere around a 40% pull. And I'm going to change that from a 20. I'm going to put on there a 30% pull. It makes a big difference in your shot setup, whether you're just limping on or you're that little teeny bit of distance where I'm at. So you can actually get right up against your red line and you can work topspin to get up to the cup. It'd be nice if I was a little farther forward. But you really can't do any overpower here. I mean, it's just one of those shots that you have to get. And I don't ever want to be on the other side of that hill going down like my opponent is. Like they are in the fairway and they're fine, but man, if you're on the other side of that ridge and you're rolling down, it is so easy to get caught up there. The deal is I want to stay the hell away from that sand. I want to stay out here in the middle of the fairway. So I'd like to put a little bit of left-hand curl on it. It's blowing it off just a little. So I'm going to do to the cup of 15%. So that's going to be 1, 2, 6, 3, 9. So I'm going to do a 3-ring pull. See if I can get it off before I run out of time. Hitting a 1-ring great to the right. About 1-ring great to the right. Seems like it wants to push everything to the left here. So where I was at on the cup, I think I was a little bit to the right of the cup, letting it kind of push it that direction. It's a difficult shot to make for Albie because of the slope on that green. And it's not that you can't get an Albie there. It's just not going to be a super high. You're not going to see a lot of people in your bracket get an Albie on this hole. It's going to be a hole people will Albie, but it's not going to be a high percentage one. So But what you got to remember is you can't try so hard for Albie that you put yourself in the rough on the back side of the screen, because if you over-roll it just a little bit, like you can see, I just barely over-rolled it and I'm on the fringe. So it doesn't take much, and I do not want to dick around with that sand down there. You can get closer to that sand and try and straighten your line out. But if you hit anything great to the right, you are in the sand, you are in that rough, and you don't want to be dicking around on this hole. The chips here are really difficult too. Like if you try and top spin this out to get it up to the cup, the ball guide is, you have to do weird stuff with it, so you probably won't be able to use a lot of top spin, if any. And it's better on those holes where you start to use a lot of top spin and the ball guide goes all wonky, where you have to move it way off to the left in order to get the ball to go to the right, put backspin on it and get right up next to the cup and eliminate that topspin thing, because that topspin drop, you don't have to worry about wind. Now you have to worry about drop. But if you do the little backspin thing, you only have to worry about wind. And I do not like my tail, because if you miss that and that tail's going that far through it, you could actually bounce over the hole. Yes, sir, birdie, birdie. Eagle, eagle. Is that eagle, eagle? Eagle, eagle. Okay, I like my chances on this next hole. On this next hole, it's a par 3, and I'm working a rough bump shot, and I do not want to practice this hole. This hole right here, I have dialed in. It's like, if you hit it perfect, you have a serious chance of getting a hole-in-one. If you don't hit it perfect, you have a serious chance of it not getting a hole-in-one, but you're right there off of right off of it. All right, that was hole number 12 of the Paradise Islands tournament in the opening round of the Ricky division. Thanks for watching.